How to troubleshoot SCAN to SFTP configurations. If you are looking for setup instructions instead, there is a link to another one of my videos on your screen. One of the easiest yet commonly overlooked problems is a mistyped SFTP address. I recommend you check this first. Then check the authentication details. If this looks correct, also check that the SFTP server itself is online and active. If you are using a client key pair as part of the authentication process, ensure that it has been selected from this drop-down menu. If it is not visible, please create it. For help on how to do this, please refer to part 3 of my configuration video. A link to it can be found in the description. Ensure that the user specified here has read and write access to the specified SFTP location. If your user credentials are OK, ensure that you uploaded and then selected the correct server public key. If this drop-down is empty, please refer to part 2 of my configuration video. A link to it is in the description. Check that the port number you specified here is correct and is allowed in and out of the required security systems, for example firewalls or proxies. Date and time. If all the configurations so far are correct, the problem might be date and time related. Part of the SFTP authentication process requires the brother device and SFTP server to be configured with the same date and time. In the link on the screen, you can find another video that explains how to set the date and time manually or through an SNTP synchronization. DNS. If the problem isn't date and time related, it could be DNS. However, before changing any DNS settings, it is recommended to try using the IP address of your SFTP server to rule this out. In this example, instead of using the FQDN, fully qualified domain name of the SFTP server, I will use its IP address instead. This will solve any DNS related problems or help to eliminate them, because if you are still seeing an error message with an IP address, chances are the problem is not DNS related. Using the IP address, however, is only recommended if the SFTP server has been statically assigned with one. This is because if the IP address changes, in other words, it's dynamic, your configuration might start to fail. Therefore, if you cannot use the IP address and have established a DNS related problem, please consider changing your brother device's DNS settings. For help, there is a link now on your screen. Once you get your SFTP configurations to work, I recommend that you also make a test scan. To do this, go to your brother device and press the scan button. Then press the To FTP SFTP button. Find and press the name of the SCAN to SFTP profile you were recently troubleshooting. In this example, it is called Training. Then press the Start button. Go through the regular motions of making a scan. If the scan was successful, the brother device will return to this menu. If there was a problem, you will see this or a similar looking message instead. The main cause of this is due to permissions on the assigned folder your brother device is trying to access. Most of the time, the way to correct this is to ensure that the authenticating user is recognized by both the operating system and SFTP server, and has both read and write permissions to the relevant folder. For example, in Windows, a solution might be to ensure that the SFTP user has read and write access to the destination folder. The way to do this will vary depending on your operating system and SFTP server. Thank you.